Hello everybody and welcome to WhatCulture Gaming. I'm Josh, joined today by Kirsten Ria. How are you doing, Kirsten, on this fine Thursday afternoon? Is that where we're at now? All
what day is it?
Blur into one. I don't know.
Yes, very good, thank you. I've got my pokey shirt on, I'm ready to go.
Yes, you do. It's a very good shirt. Everyone give that a shout out down in the comments. But yes, it is a good day, and I am doubly happy because we've actually had an update, or at least a leaked, rumoured update on what is going on with Silent Hill. Because we've been talking about this, me and you have done some videos on this before, because the rumours keep going backwards and forwards. We've been hearing some murmurings about there being a potential reboot going on, or whether it's going to be Silent Hills returning, whether it's going to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive, or whether it's going to be an Xbox exclusive. But regular leaker Dusk Golem over on Twitter, who has reliably leaked information on survival horror games in the past, including Resident Evil. They often talk about what's going on with Resident Evil 8. They have a pretty good track record when it comes to these things being right, but they've kind of tried to clear up all the confusion and has done a thread essentially saying everything they know. And it is quite interesting, and it's making me excited. If this is the version of Silent Hill that we get, I am all here for it. So I'll essentially just run through what has been tweeted. And this essentially takes us all the way back to 2018. Apparently, around that time, Konami was shopping around two pitches to potential developers. They were wanting a reboot of Silent Hill in general, and they were also wanting an episodic Silent Hill game, which I don't think I would have been a fan of. I don't know whether you like episodic games, Kirsten. That's not something that's generally for me, especially when it comes to these big franchises.
Yeah, no, I'm always a big fan of the episodic stuff. So if they sort of kind of did like a Telltale-esque Silent Hill, I'd be all for that. Especially if they did go down the path of multiple choice as well. That would be brilliant, because I know for a fact that a lot of Silent Hill games do have multiple endings anyway. So sort of having that multiple choice option, I think, could work quite well actually. But yeah, an episodic Silent Hill, I'm well up for that.
Well, this could be what's happening, because these two pitches were kind of, like I said, shopped around, but only one of them, I think, is at least in development, at least according to Dusk Golem. Apparently, at the start of 2019, they put a Silent Hill game in development, which is going to be a soft reboot of the whole franchise, and it's in production by Sony Japan Studios, who actually has a team inside of it, the Gravity Rush team, which is headed up by Kiichiro Toyama, who created Silent Hill, or helped create the original Silent Hill. He was the creative director on the first game, so that lines up with information that we've heard before about some of the original creators coming back and getting a chance to give a modern spin on this series. So for me, that is huge, and this also means that it's going to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive. They've been working on it for over a year now. Later on in the tweet thread, they say that they have a playable demo and that's going to be shown off soon. So for me, this was always kind of best case scenario for it to go to Sony, for it to have the original creator on board. They've got the original composer back as well. So for me, it's in the right hands, and I'm just kind of desperate to see it at this point.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's nice to know that it's been taken in by the right people, and that we're going to get a demo as well. Oh, now I'm excited. Now I'm like... I mean, Microsoft already weren't doing great, so I kind of already knew that PlayStation were going to have the upper hand, but now it's just like, Xbox are going to have to bring something huge out of the bag to beat this one. This is, I'm now officially excited. Ooh.
Yeah, no doubt there'll be another rumour tomorrow that completely throws this under the bus. But, like I said, Dusk Golem has been reliable in the past. And I mean, we have been hearing rumours about this June date for PlayStation, and apparently they have, Sony themselves have been going out to shareholders and saying that we have a strong, compelling lineup of PlayStation 5 games to show off. They're just waiting for, the right time. So if they do have Silent Hill, I think that would bring the house down. They've already got quite a survival horror kind of pedigree, because even though Resident Evil isn't exclusive to PlayStation, it's very much linked to the PlayStation. Resident Evil 7 had the VR mode, for instance. And I think if they manage to get, Silent Hill as well, and kind of say, like, look, PlayStation 5 is going to be the home for classic survival horror games, I think that is a huge win. What I'm interested in, though, is how they're going to reboot it. There was no details here, just that it's going to be a soft reboot of the whole franchise. So I don't know whether that's going to mean, we get a kind of reimagining of the first game, a la Resident Evil 2 and 3, or if we get something partially set in the continuity, but which is ultimately its own beast, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know which you would rather see.
I don't know. I mean, it would just be nice to have a new Silent Hill game that was like just updated graphics, like with what they have done with Resident Evil 2 and 3. I can definitely see them kind of going more down like the Resi 3 route, where they kind of take the best aspects of the game and it'll end up being a little bit shorter than usual, but it's, you know, it's a lot faster paced and the graphics are there. And I mean, I personally I was never mad at the whole Resident Evil 3 being a little bit like shorter. It was just, I hope that they don't then try and do what what they did with Resident Evil and charge like £50-60 for something that was like basically half a game. So as long as they don't do that, I won't be mad at it. But yeah, I'm just desperate to see just Silent Hill in all its HD like new console glory. It's just gonna be, I'm just excited. I like you said, I don't know what they're gonna come up with. Like I'm just excited to see what it looks like. It's going to bring back so much nostalgia and memories, and just being able to have that on a completely crisp screen, and it's just going to be so good. Like, I can't even wrap my head around it. It's just going to be so good. I just hope that it happens.
I think it's kind of doubly. It's double. I don't know. It makes me more excited than something like Resident Evil, because we've had good Resident Evil games recently. We haven't had, at least in my opinion, a really great Silent Hill game in a long time. You know, under Konami, they've been done dirty. They've been kind of a bit half-assed, and they've not been the same. I know it sounds like I'm looking at them through rose-tinted glasses, but you know, when Team Silent moved after Silent Hill 4, like, it just kind of lost its way, and it's nowhere near as big as it should be. So there's people like me and you who have such fondness for the originals and the nostalgia that comes with it, that for as much as I've been saying that I would like them to do something new, a total reimagining of the first game or a soft reboot set in that universe, I would be here for, especially because it's from those original creators. And because, in my opinion, the first game, for as good as it was, like, that was a PlayStation 1 game, a very early PlayStation 1 game. And it doesn't hold up today, so there is plenty of scope to go in there and kind of, you know, change things and update things and make it a bigger, slightly different beast. So I would be here for that, but I do have some bad news. I'm not going to lie. In this tweet thread, while this game was confirmed, it was also confirmed that this has nothing to do with Hideo Kojima or Silent Hills, and apparently that's just not happening. Whatever he's working on, whatever the horror game is that he's teasing, is, at least to Just Golem's knowledge, not Silent Hills, which is kind of to be expected. I always thought it was always a bit of a pipe dream holding out for this. As much as I absolutely want it to happen and want to believe like I'm in the X-Files or something, it was always a tough sell. Like, Konami and Kojima had a very big falling out, and I don't think that they would have got back into bed so quickly. But still, that's not a huge, that's not the be all and end all, because we still get this one Silent Hill game, and for me that's probably good enough.
Yes, it will do for now. It will fill the gap, I guess. It's just a shame, isn't it? Because you want him to kind of, it's like his baby, and you kind of want him to be part of it. But as long as they still have good people, very talented people involved, then I'm not too worried. But it's just a shame that it's going to kind of miss that kind of Hideo Kojima kind of touch to it. But yeah, I mean, any Silent Hill game at this point is better than nothing. As long as we get something, then I'm fine. As long as they don't turn around now and say, actually, never mind, we're not doing it now, like they did with every other rumour. Yes, something is better than nothing. So just please, please, please don't take it back from us. You can't keep doing this to us. We can only take so much, okay?
I know, this is kind of, it's becoming almost the Batman Arkham of the survival horror world. That is a game, the next Batman game is something that has been rumoured and reported on by us for literally years now, and to the point where every single time it doesn't happen, I'm a bit disappointed. I keep setting myself up for a fail, and I'm worried that I'm doing that with Silent Hill. But yeah, just to kind of end on, there were a few final points about, you know, there were rumors a few months ago that we covered about Sony potentially getting the Silent Hill license because it was either buying Konami outright or buying its IPs, but apparently that's not the case. This is just a one game deal, or at least, you know, one franchise deal. They're going to make this title. I assume if it's successful, they will make another one, but But yeah, it's not like they're not buying Metal Gear or something by the sounds of this. And also, like, if it started development at the beginning of 2019, that's a pretty quick turnaround. So for as much as I do want to see it at the June event, even if they have got a playable demo, I don't know. 1 year in development is quite early on, but if they want to give us something that makes us invest in the PlayStation 5, throwing up a logo or something would be more than enough. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Are you a bit upset that Silent Hills is officially dead yet again? Or are you 100% looking forward to the Silent Hills reimagining? Because this is very much going to be in the vein of the classic games, and we are absolutely buzzing for it. But yeah, let us know while you're down there. Can you give us a like, share, subscribe, and head over to WhatCulture.com for more lists and news like this every single day. Even if you don't, though, I've been Josh, joined by Kirsten.
Bye.
We'll see you soon. Bye.